Saturday, February 8, 2025. Video number, who knows, man. I'm sure there's more coming tonight. It's early. So, folks, Earth is undergoing some changes, obviously. There are energies in the forms of cosmic rays from our sun, and galactic cosmic rays from outside of our galaxy, and perhaps from the incoming binary system energies. Why do you think the sun is so violently hyperactive on one side only, on the back side of the sun? Now, something is causing our geomagnetic excursion, which weakens our protective magnetic field, which allows even more of this cosmic energy, the highly charged particles, in reaching the outer core of our planet, where just happens to be where our magnetic field is generated. Heating up the magma, causing its ascent up through mantle plumes. One more time. Mantle plume is anchored to the outer core of our planet, where a magnetic field is generated from, rises up the tail to the mantle plume head, which can spread in diameter hugely. My theory, my idea is that it has branches, arms, nodes coming up through the lithosphere in which we walk upon. So when something happens in the outer core of our planet, let's just call it like a magma wave action. A magma wave action. All of a sudden we have a wave of magma that pushes up underneath the crust. That can cause earthquakes. The manner in which earthquakes have been happening has been changing over the past 2 years. Energy no longer flows along these little red arrows around the planet, mostly. Deep earthquakes no longer result in larger, shallower earthquakes. Out of the last 100, show me one. That should not be taught anymore. Deep earthquakes used to happen just at a few places around our planet. Now there are many deep earthquakes. Did you know before that February catastrophic earthquake in Turkey, there was a deep earthquake event? Did you know that? As for the most recent earthquakes in the Cayman Trench, what if that was a magma wave action that jolted the crust? That's the reason why you don't have so many aftershocks. What if it's a foreshock? Just like what's going on in Santorini. My theory. As for the epicenter of a large seismic event, where the tsunami buoys around the epicenter are not activated, but one much further away in the Gulf of Mexico. Don't go political on my platform. If you're going to start swearing at other people, bye. In the Gulf of Mexico. Folks, I've seen that happen several times already. This started just over 2 years ago. This started with the 7.8 earthquake 2 years ago, Banda Sea Arc, 2,700 kilometers away, way up north in the Philippine Sea. 2 tsunami buoys went into motion. Why? So, you have a 7.8 earthquake here, Banda Sea Arc, and then 2,700 kilometers away, we have the tsunami buoys go in motion. This has happened more than once. No one else on the internet is explaining this. For the Gulf of Mexico to the Caribbean region, this has happened before. The August 11, 2021, the 7.4 or 7.6 earthquake in Haiti was preceded by a tsunami buoy in the Gulf of Mexico going into event mode, suggesting, oh, it's getting ready, man. It's going to happen. This is why it's important to watch those buoys, which is part of NOAA. That particular region in the Cayman Trench does have a history of at least one deep earthquake that I've recorded. And on the same time period, a rogue wave hit one of the nearby islands. There is a history. There is a suggestion that maybe something is getting agitated. So the earth is changing, people. Old forecast methods for seismic events, some of them no longer apply. This is what frustrates some people. They do not understand. And therefore they cannot make their money. The earth is changing. The inside of the earth is changing. So you got to stop thinking about energy going around red arrows this way, two-dimensional point of thinking. And you need to start thinking this. Because in Acts 2, verse 19, it suggests this. Blood and fire from the earth below, and columns of smoke, so too. – 15 more seconds and I'll explain why on my next video. This is why in this case, for example, there's not so many, there are aftershocks, but they're not scaling down like from 8 to 7s to 6s to 5s to 4s. It seems to all of them just decrease to 4s, 4 point something. I'll be back.